Good morning, everybody. This is a real strange this because I've been doing this. I've been supporting President Trump for a long time. It's got to be about 5 years, and I simply cannot and refuse to go any further. President Trump had the military, and now there's no military. The military is doing everything which can be bought, and we will be destroyed. He should. This is like the second or third time he's done that. He did it with DACA. DACA shouldn't have never happened to the American children. And that Pelosi talking about children. I really could slap her. She shouldn't be there. Remember when she tore those papers up? She should have been out then. What did President Trump do? Nothing. He never did anything to that crazy woman. So yes, she asked to be, I guess, to run again. And she feels she can, and I don't blame her, because she got away with a lot of stuff that right in her face. All those colors in front of you two, all those people, all Jesus, God, their religion, and that shouldn't be. If I ever support anything like that, I don't want to hear about your religion, because mine might be different. And I have a right to have a different religion than that one. That religion was in the way during slavery. They trained people to be in that Christian religion. When they brought the slaves from Nigeria to Goree Island, the first thing they saw was a cross, a building with a cross, Presbyterian cross. That's the first thing they did to those people, was break their spirituality. And I would suggest people don't have leaders that are overwhelmed with that kind of subject in a fight, because we were in a fight. What did Trump do? He had the military. What did he do? Nothing. So something's wrong with that picture to me. He does it all the time. Not one time has he used. And does he want to be praised for that? Most of you people like Martin Luther King, which I don't. I never did. At 8 years old, I knew the stuff that he was preaching wasn't right. I knew that turn the other cheek was not right. You hit me and you're going to get hit back. And it's intelligent to strike back. It's intelligent to strike back. But to sit around and just let somebody slap you because of your religion and your beliefs is out of order. He should have never mentioned that crap during his presidency, or whatever. Because yesterday it sounded like, it's been a year, so now they get full reign. And that's not true. The full reign was given to the military. But I don't trust the military. I don't trust that Supreme Court. They should dump them all for what they did in that election. I would never fuck with the Supreme Court. Never. If I walked by them, they get no respect. I'll go, please. But now we're messed up. And when they do this Supreme Court, we have lost everything. But we had the military. Trump did nothing with that military again. He did it with DACA. He did it. He wants peace, the peace thing. And that peace, let me tell y'all, as much as y'all like Martin Luther King, it didn't work. Martin Luther King was nothing. Any man that you know, and they never mention his wife, There's something wrong with that situation. Coretta Scott King is everything is Rosa Parks. And that CIA did not kill that man. And that's common sense. The government needed him to do that. We shall overcome and love and all that other shit that he knew nothing about when he went home. He knew nothing. It just disappeared. Mistreated his wife for Rosa Parks. And if Rosa Parks was such a nice woman and a great woman, she would have said this: I did not do that. They're saying something that someone else did. I did not do that. No, she hung on to the reign for a long time until some other people like myself said, hold up, sister. You didn't do that, and you didn't do all this shit that those black organizations have developed, which are the nastiest piece of shit. You need to dismantle most of those black organizations. Dismantle them. They're no fucking good. They're no good. They're the ones that did that and planned that and shaped that because they knew that that was his woman trying to cover for him. You got to remember, Martin Luther King was in his 30s. My son is 36. They a trip at that age. You think he went around free at last, and shit in his house? And then the sad thing is that the kids and that woman that follows Trump around all everywhere, she wants that pride. If they tell it right, then she won't have that, nor will the kids. They love that popularity and fame. Because CIA didn't do that. Especially doing this stuff with President Trump, doing all of this stuff with him. I learned about how nasty these people been, and they've been this way for a long time. They've been this way for a long time. And black people with their racism, it's dead. Y'all need to let that go, because there's nothing nastier than a black organization and some black people. That's sharpened. He walks around with his ugly ass, and he's just a big piece of crap. He should have been noticed. Jesse Jackson is a thief from way back. He stole from Operation Push. He took all the money. And then when he came back, the black people are so wanting somebody to worship. They have to have somebody to worship. So what they do, they let the nigga back in, and then he ran for president. But he got it back. His son got it back for him. Karma is a bitch. It really is. But we're doomed. We lost our country. I don't know how Trump could sit there with the power of the military and not do a goddamn thing. Is he alive? But you know what? I'm not going to answer that, because he's done it several times. With DACA, that was fucked up. 230, that was fucked up. And these people do whatever they want to us. We don't have the freedom like we used to. It's gone. And he allowed it, because he could have did the 230, took their protection, and we would all be rich. Because I sure would have put my lawsuit in. I sure would have. That's a damn shame. So this video And I hope I don't change it. I won't have to erase it. But I'm going to pull everything down about politics and find a group that I can roll with. I don't do Rumble and all of that stuff. I said I just don't want to get into it anymore because I'm so tired of these people in this religion. And they drag that religion. Anytime you see them, they did it with the slaves. Because that was not our religion. That wasn't our spirituality. That's Presbyterian, European, all of that. And then but it was important to them to spread that all over to everybody. And there must be a reason for it. Because it's fucked up everything here. So now what they're going to try to do is get people to vote on that shit. There's nothing to vote on. I feel sorry for Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz. I feel sorry for them because they have nowhere to go. Those are some definite bona fide Republicans. There are no more Republicans. Who are you going to vote? And then President Trump I don't think he's supporting Republicans, but he probably is. And I'm not doing that. And I'm not going to vote. That voting shit is for the birds. Those people are putting people in place. That thing in New York, that black man was put in that spot. They can tell him what to do, just like that fucked up Obama. He's gonna fuck New York up. And and people are mad at the New York people. That it's not their fault because you guys are putting people in office. If you had left it up to the people, they wouldn't have had that nigga in that spot. So whenever you look at somebody, oh, he's mayor. So what do? Whenever you say something like that, that means that they put them there. Because you should have heard his campaigns, like that nothing in Chicago. You should have heard something about them, period. People don't just pop up in their mayor. These people are, and this is how they're doing. So that voting shit, they should cut it off and let the people take over. And that's exactly what's going to happen anyway, because you will not destroy this country. You left us out all this time. Now we're going to be in. There's tons of groups, which I want to be in one. There's some people, black people, sending me, I guess it's here, messages and want me to work with them. They didn't know who they were fucking with, did they? Shit. I don't mess with that. I want to read it. And I can't find it. Maybe Selena. Here it is. Here it is. I cannot never join. Oh, that was me. I answered them back. It says, "Hi, Amber. This is Detoriate with Black Women for Wellness, a 25-year-old organization dedicated to the health and well-being of Black women and girls. LA County is experiencing a major surge in their fucking lie. Do I look like I got COVID? Let's start looking at people that we see every day that's doing this shit and ask them, do they have it? Do I have it? Let's just be honest. I live in California, so that's a lie. LA County is experiencing a major surge in COVID cases with Black and low-income communities. They think they're easy to sway, and they are. Because they had all kinds of media to listen to. Oh, they went to CNN and MSNBC. I don't think that's very wise. Went to the wrong media instead of the right ones. So they don't want help. Here we go. And communities being hit the hardest. To date, LA County has had more. Oh, shit, I'm so sick of this. Has had more to date. Has had more than 2 million cases. God, I don't even want to hear that shit. But this is my response. I cannot never join you. I am 61 years old. I have not had that COVID at all. I don't believe in it. I believe it's a distraction. We need to verify some of these numbers. Do you hear what I'm saying? The first time they started throwing out numbers, we should have thought of a way to verify it, to see if it's real. And we would have found out that it's not. Soon as you peep that, then they would have changed to some other bullshit because it's there for a distraction. Those numbers have never been right and never are. They're not right to me, YouTube. Now, you can look at stuff and say, oh, we are COVID and all that shit, boosters, and then they're going to put a chip in your ass. You have to be aware, but you people that sent this, you're not woke and you will sleep very soon. Need to verify some of these numbers that has gotten masks and all of that crap on our face. I would suggest that you never, ever send anything to me, ever again, about no COVID, or being black. Just leave me alone. I'm not with y'all. Whoever, and this is like the only email that I accepted was the 21-year-old that literally went out and found Garrett, which was the first one to say, I'm not going to the back of the bus. And they went and got her, and she spoke at their college. I applauded that young woman. Hopefully she doesn't turn into these blacks that are out here getting their hands slapped and ain't no good to God. That's Stacey Abrams. Is she actually going to get away with what she did? They need to take that Stacey Abrams to Gitmo Bay for what she did. So where is President Trump? You know, I think he spoke, but that's a clone. I can look at him and tell who's a clone and not. So they probably have him because they said that they want to kill him. But they can't mess with that man because the people are still going to die. Y'all still going to die. Rome fell, was the richest. Rome fell shortly after they crucified Jesus. Read the story. That means that just because people are rich and all of that don't mean that they cannot fall. And they're messing with stuff that they should not be messing with. And one of them is children. All of you people out here, the minute that what these people were doing to children came out, the response from America just wasn't good enough for me. It was scary. That you rather another dope fiend that they got. And he's a slimy, always, that man ain't never been a good man. Never. And then Harris, I wouldn't vote for her for nothing in the world. Pelosi wants to stay. And you know what? That's why I'm letting most of this shit go. Because she probably will. She got away with so much crap. She should have been out. And the fact that she's still there is just making me think that everybody is working together. That Democrat, Republicans, they're together. They're no good. So to support a Republican ain't gonna do no good. And those goddamn other people, I don't know what they're gonna do, because I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna take care of myself and hopefully my family as much as possible. And I wish to die doing it. It's very bad news that we heard all day yesterday. And that's bad news. We got Nasara Gassara that most people are looking forward. And because the military did nothing to stop these people from coming into this country and all of that, because that's against the law. And since no one did that, I don't know. We don't know what these political people are going to do. Hopefully they can fall just like Rome. But right now, you got to take care of yourself, people, and your babies. These people have enough nerve to jump on the kids, and they're learning education in America, but they gave them other kids free education. I can't get a doctor's appointment. All of those people they bring in came in front of us, and now I got to wait 8 months and 5 months for my doctor's appointment. And I wanted to tell people that in LA. Newsom is dead. I'm so happy. Who they're going to put in will probably be some Mexican. I don't know, because I'm not voting for him. I've already voted, and it was Larry Elder. And I'm not ever voting again. A lot of people are calling me to join their groups. And if you are not, this guy running for mayor here in California, if you do not mention who you are, like Democrat, say Republican, and you say something else, that's the first thing I know that you are not good enough to be a mayor, because that's dumb. So California's messed up anyway. It's a sanctuary state. It's been a sanctuary state. Trump couldn't get rid of that. I don't know, what is he doing? Deals? I think so. Because when you got the power in your hand and you don't do nothing, every time I look up here, it's Jesus this, Jesus that. We needed to leave the religion out of it. If you are about that, do it in your home, privately. Because there's a lot of us that are on to other things. And that's cool. And that's all right. It's one of the bad things about the Christian religion. You just think everybody's supposed to do it. It's a habit. That's what you did to those slaves. You beat them. You did everything to make them do that damn religion. They didn't jump into that, because they definitely did not come here with it. But as you can see, nothing. So you can keep on doing what you're doing, and you'll continue to see Trump. And that this time he was head of the military and didn't do a goddamn thing. I am done. That's not the first time he's done that. So we are through. I'm going to get with a group that I agree with to keep myself uplifted. And that is my next step when it comes to politics. I will not vote. I'm not a damn fool. Y'all, you could have kept preaching that. I'm not voting anymore. And I definitely would not vote for no goddamn Republican. Them silly fools. Every time we want something, they turn their back on you. Every time they have not. Why is he supporting the fucking Republicans? So they can have power to do what? The power that you have not had, and you did nothing with it. And when the reason why is because most of you are doing deals. You don't give a fuck about the American people. You're doing deals. That's what you're doing. Who has a fist and never use it? You think that's Jesus-like? You think that's holiness? It's intelligent to strike back. And I'm still with that Malcolm X way before that damn Martin Luther King. When I was young, they used to put them up as, and they knew that Malcolm X would get put down, but who was the best? Or who did you get? Okay, the connection was bad. So I'm going now. I'm going to leave, and that's it. You'll never hear me say anything about politics again. I do have another, it's got to go. I want to get with the group. If now, I hope the right group contacts me because there's plenty of them being formed. And that's what I want. That's all we have to, because I wouldn't trust President Trump again. I'm done. That's military. You had the military and you didn't do nothing. People coming in by the thousands. Why would you do that? After a year, it belongs to the military, not Biden. He still does not have that control. And that's what it means. Okay, see you later, you guys. Somebody's trying to get me. See, a lot of people are contacting me, and I don't know why, because I don't do y'all shit. I'm going to tell you that now. You all are destroyers of children, and you're heavily satanic. These people that they're killing, all kinds of stuff comes out of them. When they're, what's that man, Newsom, was that doing some shit, the worms will eat your soul, and stuff like that. Those are the people that were running your fucking state. And now look at this. This is a holly mess. It's a mess that President Trump did not fight. And what is he going to do now? See you later. And the colors in the front, y'all need to leave. Everybody is not into that religion. King, y'all want to bring him up all of a sudden. When he did We Shall Overcome, he said someday. Whoever wrote that, I was going to look up, but it should have never been someday. It should have been today. Words are power. And that's why nothing ever happened. Nothing ever happened. And Black people go to the wrong medias and listen to the wrong people. I don't see, and it's very few of us that are refusing to go in that direction. Very few, but stay there. Because that's ignorance, what they're doing. And then they have enough nerve to talk about racism. I'll see you guys. Have a nice day. Bye for now.